Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Welcome to Off the Rails. I am your host, Austin Train. Joining me, as always, best friend, professional musician, and on the Hall of Fame for Santa's naughty list, Brian Gower. We are in the middle of the Christmas season.
Oh, yeah.
Christmas. I mean, I know everyone talks about this, but right after Thanksgiving, actually before Thanksgiving, right after Halloween, there's Christmas. I feel like we should at least give Thanksgiving its due.
Yeah.
It is like, because like Christmas is technically a Christian holiday. Thanksgiving is a national holiday.
Yeah.
I feel like we should for sure to give Thanksgiving its due diligence. But also, I used to love Christmas, and now I kind of like Thanksgiving more because, I don't really care about presents. I just get to eat and watch football.
Yeah.
It's pretty sick.
I like Christmas, too. I mean, there's food involved and shit like that. And then it's always, when people ask, like, well, I don't know, my family's just different. It's like, what do you want for Christmas? That's what they say.
Money.
I'm like, instead of like, you can't. Money's like the last kind of thing, obviously. So it's like, like stuff.
Yeah.
So I recently
Dude,
been like,
if you give your parents the camera specifications for what you like, it's gonna be.
well,
That's like I remember like giving people wish lists as a kid. Like they don't know that there's a difference between Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 3 for the PS2 and for the PS1.
Yeah.
Right? They'll just go and get it. They don't know.
And then I'm thinking, like, well, I'll just give a list to like one of my sisters. I'm like, here's just a list, and I'm like, don't you just pick and choose whatever.
Yeah.
And it's just like sometimes I'm like, oh, here's like cables or like a SD card or something that I'm like, they're like, what the hell is like? I mean, super useful stuff for me, but I'm like, that's boring, and it's also things that you wouldn't think about. I'm like, well, I mean, I really, for doing audio and video and stuff like that, you could always use more SD cards. SD cards, batteries,
it's
memory, tons of it. You could just always use it. Even just having a spare, I'm like, oh, if I need it for, doing this podcast or Tone Jerks or something like that, or if I'm doing like video for somebody, I'm like, it's great to have an extra SD card and like a proper one instead of like, oh, here's like one that has 6 gigs. Cool, I can record 5 minutes. Sweet.
Really, that's it?
No, I don't know, something like that. But it's like, I mean, the ones
I remember we'd always get those flash drives for free. Like little ones you get like put on a keychain.
Yeah,
I have a bunch of them laying around somewhere, and I'm like, I should probably go through those and use them.
Yeah,
I had one that got bent out of shape, so I can't. I had some movies on there. I don't think I can get it anymore.
Oh, really? Huh.
But it's more than a few gigs.
I like the idea of like carrying like a flash drive around so much. I never ever once used it. I would just keep it in like to a point where I had it on a keychain or like on my keys and stuff like that. Because I'm a big like
gay guy.
Yeah, big old homosexual. I like having things just in case.
Yeah,
like, oh, that's great. And when you use it, you feel like a damn god.
Yeah, well, that's
like having a multi-tool. I'm like, oh shit.
That's why it's hard to get rid of things, because I've noticed that a few times you get rid of something, and then you're like, oh fuck, I really could have used that right now.
Yeah,
but it only ever happens after you get rid of it.
Yeah, and I'm trying to like fight that because like, well, I mean, you could always just keep everything, and then like,
yeah, but it's hard to like get through everything. Then it's hard to find what you're actually looking for. The more you compile,
like my old man, he got a storage unit just because so he can have more space in his garage for just stuff. And it got to a point where we're like, okay, cool, we got a storage unit. It's really, for how much space it is, it's not bad. And then he was like, okay, let's bring totes. And we're going through the totes of stuff. He had a tote of just old like T-shirts and old shorts that are like ripped to shreds that are like, oh, rags.
Yeah.
You could use for cleaning or polishing. And it's like a whole, like one of those Costco totes full, like the black with the yellow tops.
Yeah.
Full of just old, that's it.
Damn.
And I'm like, we're keeping these? Yeah, let's just bring it to the storage unit. I'm like, one of them was boxes with packing peanuts, because what if you need to ship something? And so we're keeping these,
Yeah.
We're putting them in the storage unit. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So we loaded up my truck. There's useful stuff.
That always felt like such a weird name, packing peanuts.
Mhm. Like that styrofoam shit.
Yeah,
And then I'm
yeah,
like,
yeah.
that I think is funny. And then even too, it's like, yeah, old magazines just have to keep them, huh?
Oh, yeah.
Like these old like Mopars or Hot Rod magazines. It's like, all right.
Well, you know what? It's actually perfect that you mentioned that. We have a family friend
Mhm.
with a like adult nonverbal autistic daughter.
Yeah.
And we give her magazine because honestly, she just likes like playing with them, but she'll just like rip them to shreds.
Oh, okay.
So it's like literally perfect. It's like there's a thing you don't know what to do with, and you just like, oh yeah, she'll fucking
Mhm.
she'll just it's like a toy for her.
Yeah.
So that's a great way to offload it.
It's like, here you go. Although, but yeah, then some of that stuff, my dad's like, no, those are they're not gonna
classics.
be, they're not gonna be worth anything.
Yeah.
Nobody wants them.
I was holding on. Every year I get a preview magazine for the NFL season and for the Major League Baseball season.
Yeah.
And sometimes for NBA. But I just had a stack of them, and I was like, no, these would be cool to like look through later. And then I was like thinking, I was like, I'm never gonna like go back to like 2017 and look at like the NFL rosters.
Yeah.
I gotta just dump this in the recycling bin.
But
But I used to love collecting I mean, I had a bunch of Playboys.
mhm.
I used to collect
Do you still have them?
gaming magazines somewhere. I have them somewhere in a big box in the garage.
In storage unit. You give the
I mean, it's also like we have porn now, so it's on the phone.
Mhm.
You know, like it's cool to have these magazines.
Yeah.
And they did. It's funny because they make fun of there's articles. There were like legitimately. I think Hunter S. Thompson got his start writing for Playboy.
Oh yeah?
I think Kurt Vonnegut had some. There's like a few like respected authors,
Yeah.
who kind of got their start through Playboy. So, and some of the articles would be good. They did an article which is really crazy. It was like one of those it was not the what's that movie Never Been Kissed, but it was a cop. They sent an undercover cop to a high school
Okay.
to infiltrate a drug ring.
Yeah.
But it also just ended up like fucking up a bunch of kids' lives.
Uh-huh.
Being like going up to some like 15-year-old boy and be like, "Oh, I like you. Can you give me some pot?"
Yeah.
And then he'd go do it, and then they're like, "Oh, busted."
This 20-something-year-old cop busted a child.
Yeah. It was like you're clearly emotionally manipulating children. There's a whole article about it.
Yeah.
That's insane.
Uh-huh.
That's so evil. Like, I don't know. There's also a story a while back. The FBI. So a lot of times, since there's actually the FBI doesn't really do that much.
Yeah.
Because they suck. And they're fucking the director of the FBI is a weird Indian man with bugged out eyes.
Yeah.
There's a story a while back. They set up a mentally handicapped person, and actually they do this all the time.
Yeah.
So they'll go on to online chat rooms as like posing as like ISIS or the Muslim Brotherhood, and then they'll like talk to some like mentally challenged person or some like and they'll basically what they busted him for. They had him send them gift cards, so he like put some money on a gift card and sent it to ISIS.
Yeah.
Which was them.
Yeah.
And he's also mentally challenged.
Yeah.
And then they went, "Oh, look, we busted somebody who was aiding and abetting a terrorist organization." But it's all made up.
But with gift cards.
But like it's also he wasn't, because it was just them entrapping a person with an IQ of 84. It's so stupid.
Yeah,
dude.
and then also too, it's he didn't do anything. It's gift
he didn't
cards.
Well, that's what you need to understand, Brian, is that law enforcement is a business.
Yeah.
And they have to keep their numbers up.
Their
And I
quota,
swear to
yeah.
God, I'm so glad. I don't know. I don't always want to get into politics, but I'm so glad Kash Patel is the director of the FBI, because I sincerely believe that he could destroy that organization. And it would be very funny if he did.
Yeah.
And also, he might be gay.
Yeah.
We don't know. It spread a bunch of rumors, dude.
It's more of this like I don't know anything what you're talking about. Who this person is?
You
I'm
don't know
like,
who Cash
"Oh."
Patel is?
No.
You put a picture up for the podcast. You look up his picture. It's funny.
I think I may have seen it as like
He looks like his eyes are bugging out of his head.
but it's like that's like
And that's just like official picture.
yeah, picture.
It's just like
that I've seen, and it's like, well, why would that's the photo you have?
yeah,
Squint a little bit then.
yeah, yeah. Just smile a little, like just.
And then I'm like, yeah, I could see that. I don't know. I think
The FBI is bad, Brian.
yeah. Well, I guess like as opposed to like some people just don't know how to take pictures or photos and stuff like that. And that's like one thing. It's like, oh, I don't, man, something on like Reddit. I think I was like,
Oh, I don't feel comfortable taking photos ever.
Well, yeah, I'm in the like get suggested the subreddit, about like it sounds pretty gay, but here we go. So I follow like a subreddit about shoes.
Nice.
So boots.
Wait a minute, is it r/boots?
No, they're made for walking. It's like Red Wings, so it's like specific. I don't know. To me, I'm like, oh, I find that I'm autistic about boots now.
That's so crazy to me is like how specific the subreddits get.
Yeah, and then I saw one that was funny. I think they were making fun of it. I don't know, in like Are You Garbage or something like that, like the Greasers subreddit. So I'm like, oh, that's kind of cool. And I'm like, yeah, I could be. You know, I dress like a pop punker from 2004. I'm like, I could also dress Greasers.
Well,
that'd be cool.
that's like the Pokemon evolution.
Yeah.
You go from like emo to pop punk to Greaser.
And then like one thing that everybody said and they comment on everything is like, oh, everybody in the subreddit is like who dresses like a greaser severely autistic. And then a lot of the posts are like, hey, I'm really autistic and da 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 da. And like people are like, oh my, you know, what do you think? And then I'm like, wait, so that totally is a fit. It's like if you're autistic, you're like, I want to be a greaser. So that's one of them. But another subreddit, like, because like these are all fashion advice kind of things. That
These are all like fixations.
You know, I wonder why I spend so much time on my phone. I look at dumb shit like this.
Yeah.
And another one is like, you know, people who take photos and it's like, oh, I don't know, like what tips do I have for my it's like first like learn how to smile. A lot of that like people just like are like or they look like or they just constantly like I have a resting bitch face, I guess.
You?
I think so. Like
no.
I could just do this. I think I could look really unfriendly. Like just
No, I think you're fine.
and then so I'm like, but I know how to like
you know the resting bitch face, some people's lips are natural state are curved downwards a little bit. Yours aren't. Not naturally. I know some people with that face.
Okay.
I maybe they frowned too much as a kid or some shit, but like you have a natural downward slope.
Yeah.
On the edge of your lips.
And then,
but you don't have that.
I know how to do like you just do the fake thing. Like, hey,
what about this? See, now you mentioned this, and I've just been making faces into the camera.
I know.
Just like,
I'll cut to those.
How do I smile
when I'm talking? I'll just cut to you.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's like a thing too. It's like I just do the fake, like, hey, how's it going? It was like that's cartoonish, but it. I don't know.
When
I
do the open mouth smile, it looks crazy.
Yeah. And then if I'm smiling, I'll do
like then the gap gets like bigger the more I smile.
Yeah,
the gap in my teeth till it like feels like it's containing a whole universe.
Like I like the candid stuff, like catching it. Like there'll be like snapshots or whatever I can do from the podcast or whatever. Or like I said, when I took photos of you, it was like nice to actually like catching you smiling, like when you're on stage telling a joke.
I don't
like,
let it happen very often
because because you are expressive too. When you're doing your jokes and stuff like that, there's a lot of ones like act outs and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But there's some people who just like show no emotion. And to me, I'm like, well, I like being like, well, in some sense. And I say, I'm like, oh, I like being like, you know, the gray man where you don't notice, but then I look like, I mean, the way I dress too. It's like, oh, do you really have to wear chains and a giant, your hair is like 5 inches tall?
Yeah.
Yeah. But it's also like, I like, you know, if people like outside, like say, especially as like work, I'm like, people don't know shit about me. Good.
Yeah. Yeah, I kind of
like,
don't
so
want to advertise. When I was growing up, I just always wore band T-shirts.
Yeah.
And now I'm just like not interested because it's never. I always had this idea that like I'm wearing a cool band T-shirt, and then a cool punk rock girl comes up to me It was like, oh, you like this band? And it was never that.
Never
It
happens.
was always some schlub, some fucking, some slack-jawed idiot coming up to me like, oh, sick bad brains, dude. Like,
Yeah.
I don't want to talk to you.
It's generally, dudes are like coming up to other dudes. Like they'll come up to you and like, oh, about the conversation, like something about you to start the conversation. Oh, you're wearing a Comedy Store shirt. You like comedy? Well, and then whether you want to open up, I'm like, oh, I'm actually a comedian. Because then you can all
I honestly, I usually don't tell them I'm a comedian. I'm just like, oh yeah, I used to work
Tell me a joke. Shut the fuck up. How about that?
How about I'll kill you. No, I always just kind of deflect and say like, yeah, I work there.
Yeah. Oh, you could do like, oh, tell me a joke. Your salary, pal.
Yeah.
Boom. Got him.
Yeah.
No, you don't like that?
A joke, your relationship with your family.
Yeah.
It's bad.
You stink.
Yeah.
But yeah, a lot of it too is like people just like a common thing is just don't know how to like smile. And then to me, I'm like,
well, you got to catch them off guard because when smiling is one of those things when you are thinking about doing it, you'll fuck it up. But if you just do it naturally, everyone can do it naturally. But the more you think about it, the more you're like, how much do I smile? What do I do with my eyes?
When I smile, it's not, or like I pose for photos, it's not genuine. Like I'll catch me if I'm like, laughing or whatever, or if something candid for sure. But if it's like a pose, I love to do the overtly posing. Like I'll do like the, anime girl, like with the peace sign up, or I'll do like a thumbs up, like eyebrows raised, front teeth fully showing, like, hey.
Yeah.
And then people are like, oh, you're good at taking pictures. I'm like, well, you just gotta look like a bozo.
Well, you also you had a lot of experience that doing photo shoots for bands. Like for me as a stand-up, like I would almost never get a new headshot.
Yeah,
I would just have whatever I had. And then people were like, hey, do you have new headshots? I'm like, no.
Been the same guy for 37
Specifically,
years.
somebody went back into my, because I didn't have any that was just like my head.
Yeah.
And he went back and just found something before I even had a mustache.
Okay.
Of like a beard. And then like they've just used that all the time. And I'm like, it's not even that good of a headshot.
Yeah. I mean, over the years, just taking different band photos. Maybe we've gotten a lot of practice with my old band Playing Without a Pilot. Because we had so many drummers. So it's like, oh, we got to take new band photos like every 6 months.
Oh,
like,
interesting.
We got new ones. And then we were working with a buddy for his, record label. Well, he helped like push us, promote us, and stuff like that. But he had photographer friends, so it was always like on the cuff for free.
Oh, sick!
So
yeah,
it was like
you got to pay for it all the time.
Well, we didn't have to. He was like homies.
Well, I got to pay.
Yeah,
for it.
yeah. We could set something up.
I got some pretty good stuff when I did the festival. I got some good stuff, and then you got some good stuff of me when I was on stage that I've been using as my profile pic.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm happy right now. I don't need. Unless I get really unless I lose a bunch of weight and get even more jacked.
You get like a sleeve.
I'm just like fucking yeah. Then now we need
full sleeves.
Yeah. Oh, just tattoos.
Yeah.
I always wanted to get a sleeve, and then after my second tattoo, I just lost all interest.
Well, yeah, it was like a thing too. I was like, oh, I'm gonna get a ton, and then you realize like that's
it's a lot of money.
Get some cash. You know what I'm saying?
And then I got this. I got the one on my this.
Yeah.
I got this one for free.
Yeah.
Some dude was working on his portfolio, and we got it done at my friend's house.
Yeah.
But my friend lived with his family, and this is I was like 22 or something, and so we were doing it in his room, but the landlord was showing it off to another family.
Yeah.
So every time he came through, we had to hide everything and put the tattoo gun away, and then they left, and we just went back. It was almost like you're playing like hockey outside, and there's like you're like car. And, and you just like stash everything. And then after that, I was like, well, as a kid, I kind of idealized tattoos, and I also thought the same way about like blue hair and shit. I was like, oh, dude, these are like my people. These are cool. And now all the lame people got them.
Yeah.
And then also like that's the crazy thing with dyed hair, because dyed hair to me was like you're a rocker, you're punk, you're metal, and now it's just like there's some fucking librarian with blue hair, and it's like, dude, you're stealing valor here.
It's something too. It's like, it used to be like, oh, not like a rebel, but it used to be like, oh, watch out for that person. Like I have tattoos too. I even like people's like, whoa, I have hand and finger tattoos.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
No, it's not like, oh, damn. You can never get a job. It's like people just like, yeah, I don't really. You want to work?
Yeah.
Cool.
No, my friend got one on his neck, and it says employable,
Yeah.
which I think is very funny.
That is funny.
I was at the gym again, and there was a guy in the sauna. This guy was like roided out.
Yeah.
Because I started talking to him a little bit, and then he just like goes off
Starts crying.
on this rant. You don't even know, man.
She left me.
No, he's on roid because I started talking to him a little bit, and then he just goes off on this rant.
Uh-huh.
And I'm like, oh, are you talking to me still, or are you just like talking to yourself?
Yeah.
And he was like,
You're talking to me?
He was like, yeah, but you gotta get these kids, man. You gotta put it, there. You gotta be like, hey, show me them grades, or go outside, catch some fades. And I'm like, what? I'm 37. What are you talking about?
Like I gotta.
And then
I'm
he was
responsible for this.
what he was like talking about a bunch of different shit. And then he goes, what did he say? He was like, man, people, they don't earn their tattoos. If you were in the military or you were in jail, you earned your tat. I'm like, shut up. And he was like on roids. He's just like talking to himself in the.
Yeah.
Because I was just trying to get some steroids from him. I was like, dude, I can get. I don't want to listen to your whole fucking diatribe, dude.
Yeah.
I was just trying to get some protein or Anavar or something. But yeah, the gym. We've been going to the gym.
Yeah.
I wanted to talk about this.
Actually,
the gym.
I'm gonna hard stop real quick. That this again, the angle. It's slightly.
No, make it look good.
Yeah, to me, I'm like, no. The thing is, I leave all the cuts in it. Anyways.
You do? You don't edit anything out?
I guess
all those slurs I've been dropping the whole time we've been doing the podcast.
Yeah. So, now we're looking better. So, like, the thing is, I'll frame it up, and then like we start talking, and then which is cool. We're relaxing. Like there was the last episode, I was like leaning back, so my camera looked good, but I was like, you only saw half my face. I'm like,
oh.
And I thought, like, fuck.
Yeah, it's tough.
Yeah,
it must be tough to do all the setting up and then all.
Yeah, it's cool. It's trial by error. I mean, not trial by error. I don't know. That's I just threw out a phrase. There's certain things I could get
kind of trial by error.
Getting monitors and stuff like that, but that's more key-ish.
Yeah.
And then, but yeah, no. It's a segue into the gym. I had a couple gym things too. So gym segment. So you're getting steroids, so you got a no-go, right?
What?
You were trying to get steroids.
I mean, I was talking to him a little bit because like maybe this guy could give me some stuff.
Yeah.
Maybe I get some stuff from this guy. Get
some
fucking
gear.
Yoked, dude. Gear, yeah. I actually like calling people gearheads. That's a fun one. But we've been going to the gym. The gym has been really shitty.
Mm-hmm.
So we go to 24-hour fitness.
Yeah. Not a sponsorship.
Not a
Fuck 'em,
sponsorship,
actually.
because we are going to wreck the. They've been spending all this money doing weird shit. Like they remodeled the floor at one location, like the studio floor where they do yoga and like the hardwood. They redid that, and then at one of the spots they took out the basketball court.
Yeah.
They just they closed for like 2 weeks, and took out the basketball court, and then just kind of like put a bunch of ellipticals where it was.
Yeah.
But then half the machines are still broken.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what are you allocating funds for? Like, if you're going to spend money, you should spend money on the machines, because the more machines are broken, the more likely people are to hurt themselves and sue you.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, just spending that amount of money on getting rid of the basketball court, that sucks.
Yeah, it is. Really...
And then all the machines I want to use are broken half the time. The bench press is broken sometimes.
Yeah, and
how is the bench broken?
It's like not like I'm like sad. There's other things going on in the world, but it's like to see at that gym. It's like, oh, grand opening. What the fuck did you do here?
Yeah,
you got rid of the basketball court entirely.
Yeah,
and then actually it looks like they got rid of like the daycare room entirely.
Oh,
just to put another studio in for like spin class or some shit, which is fine. But it's like also it's like, hey, if you want to play basketball with your friends, fuck off. If you have kids,
fuck you.
No, that one. Hey, it's your fault.
Yeah, just
people who are procreating, fuck you.
Yeah,
why don't you get a switch?
put the kid on the leg press.
Yeah.
and then leave him to his own devices.
Just tie him to a leash and then put him on a
These businesses
treadmill.
are so bad. I'm like, how does that sound like a reasonable thing to use your money to do a dramatic remodeling, removing an entire it's not facility, but what would you call it? Like an entire attraction, an entire feature of that gym is that it has a basketball court. You got rid of that.
Indoor basketball
court. And then you have
a
a bunch of broken fucking equipment. Why just use the money to buy new equipment?
Yeah.
The equipment is old. Some of it's fucking European. It has kilograms instead of pounds. That's crazy.
Fucking un-American.
That's insane. You should be deported.
I mean, I'm a goddamn patriot.
Yeah. They have these awful machines there. So first off, if you're just tuning in now, fuck 24-hour fitness.
Yeah.
You can suck my dick. You fucking stupid
You can
company.
eat all the shit that comes out of my ass.
This company sucks. They're a bad company. And everyone in their board of directors should be in Guantanamo Bay.
Yeah.
They should be put. We should reopen Abu Ghraib.
Yeah.
And we should put them in it. And then all that follows.
Yeah.
It's so crazy.
Mm-hmm.
And then all the equipment is broke. Oh, they have these terrible machines that they're a rocket machine.
Yeah.
So you're doing the idea of weightlifting is you want to isolate muscles and work on them.
Uh-huh.
The rocket machine is you're doing a leg extension and then you're going back, and it's that's fucking stupid.
Yeah.
That's a dumb machine. Get rid of that. That machine sucks.
Yeah. And then I noticed that there's just it feels like there's not as much free weights or dumbbells.
Yeah, there's always
around.
missing dumbbells.
It's all right, well, what about a 35? Oh, there's one pair. Sick.
Yeah.
Sick. I want to improperly do curls so I look good.
Well, you can just do curls one at a time.
You could. But you know what's sick is to go.
And you're just using your momentum.
Exactly. It propels myself across the gym.
You look like that GIF of Vince McMahon, pimp strutting down to the ring.
Just me with weights.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so fuck 24-hour fitness, unless, of course, they want to sponsor us.
Yeah.
And then we will heavily edit this episode.
Yeah, all they would have to do is just here, we don't even, you guys still have to pay for your membership, but here are free towels.
They used to have free towels.
They used to, yeah.
Man, everything's getting worse, dude. You know what I saw is that you don't know who this guy is, but David Zaslav, who's the president of Warner Brothers.
Yeah.
So he's been getting a lot of flack. They'll make a movie.
Yeah.
And then he'll just cancel the project last moment, use it as a tax write-off.
Okay.
Look at our losses.
Yeah.
And he's about to sell Warner Brothers to Netflix.
Okay.
HBO Max and Warner Brothers. And I'm like, dude, that's going to suck. They're going to fuck up. It's a full court press on making media bad.
Shit worse.
It sucks, dude. It's so bad.
Yeah, it's why would you want, hey, one company just fuck up everything?
Yeah. They just
have no
making
competition.
it shitty. And I'm like, dude, I think if I ran for president and I was just I go up and I'm like, look, we're gonna put sports back on Sports Center.
Okay.
We're going to take commercials out of not everything is going to have a commercial. We're not going to introduce commercials to something and now there's an ad-free thing. We're going to put them in jail.
Yeah.
I think I could win. I could be the president if I was sports back on Sports Center.
Yeah.
No more advertisement. So for movies, only trailers. They've been doing this thing at the movies where they put fucking Applebee's commercials.
Yeah.
In the middle of the preview trailer. I'm like, that
Whoa,
sucks.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. I haven't been to
They're
enough
so
movies.
lame, dude.
So I know it was
they're going to start putting commercials in the middle of the movie now. They want to do it so bad. Those fucking corporate cocksuckers with their bullshit, dude.
They're shaking of how bad they want to. Fuck! I want to do it.
Yeah, let me do it. We'll increase.
They used to do
increase profit share.
Intermissions. Why can't they do one for the movie?
Yeah.
That's all.
God, imagine being such a joyless cretin that your entire existence is dedicated to making things worse for your fellow man.
Yeah.
In ways that are not helpful, or they're so trivial that it's it shouldn't matter. It shouldn't really upset me.
Mm-hmm.
but that's makes me more upset.
Yeah.
That you're going out of your way to fuck something up.
Yeah.
That was good.
I haven't been one to watch real TV or, like stream.
Yeah,
Like,
I barely can. I could barely watch it.
It's at my parents. They had the TV on, and then they they can't get away from like, oh, I want to click on something on demand or whatever. They're very big on just has to have TV. I'm like, oh, what's on TV? I'm like, well, you could. That's fine. Just watch TV.
Yeah.
As opposed to like, oh, why don't you find what you want to watch? No, that's fine.
Yeah.
But he's just like the commercials. I'm like, man,
I can't watch them anymore, man. It's
I've
too
talked about
bad.
how much my disdain and how much I don't like AI, and I really hate that Coca-Cola ad that is AI. It's so bad.
What is it?
But it's on TV. It's like it's a Christmas one where it has these trucks that are Coca-Cola, like your 45 or whatever, the 53-foot trailers that you would see like just down the highway or whatever. But it's like your Coke truck, and it's going through delivering Coke through the to the cities or the towns, but they're driving through random things. So it's like, why is it a jungle and it's snowing in a jungle? Why are there dolphins in a frozen lake?
Yeah.
And then it's just like, this doesn't make any sense.
Oh, I haven't seen that.
It's very bad.
Thank God I haven't seen that yet.
I mean, you go and you watch it on, like, I went to YouTube to go see it because somebody had mentioned it. And then I was like, I got to see this, got to get a load of this to get pissed off.
Yeah.
And then I see it. I'm like, this is so bad. And the comments on it are great. And it's also like, how did Coca-Cola leave comments on? When people are like, hey, what animals should be in this? Yes. Like, why are there sloths in this? Why are there...
the famous Coca-Cola sloth?
Yeah. And then it's like...
He actually has diabetes
like
from drinking Coke.
How are the axles on the truck changing every frame?
Yeah. I think these companies, they just hear the word AI and they're like, oh, we have to do that.
Yeah.
Like, you get something that you don't need... Like you're talking about what people would do with cameras when they get into photography.
Yeah.
They get all the bells and whistles before they know how to use it.
Yeah.
A lot of these companies are just using AI before they really know what to do with it.
Yeah.
And they're just wasting it. Apparently, I was listening to a podcast about AI.
Yeah.
And they were saying, like, there's a few things it does really well, and they don't use it for that. They don't even talk about... Apparently, it was good for... helping to develop antibiotics against medicinal like resistant in like bacteria and stuff like that, because it's like a lot of like that kind of job is like a lot of like tedious like restructuring of the chemical formula.
Yeah.
But they never talk about using it for shit like that. They're just like, ask AI a question, you make art, oh, let's make music. It's like, that's the thing that sucks. I saw like Rogan, who is just like gone full on in the tank, and it's really like sad. But he's just talking about how cool AI music is, and I'm like, dude, you suck.
I hate that.
Well, because it's like you don't think they're coming for you next, Joe.
Well, it's also,
you don't think they're coming for you
completely, and then people are like, oh, it's not. It's going to think for itself. Calm down.
Not
As
yet.
of right now,
these are like more large. Large language models,
but it's also like
more so than like an actually independent.
As far as like art
mechanism
and music and shit like that, it's completely derivative. Of something, and I dislike that. But I mean,
well, it's like it's threatening to artists, and it's like, well, what's the point of having a world where everything is done by a machine, even especially the cool stuff.
Yeah.
But then also you can't get a job because the machines do everything. What do you think is going to happen if no one can do anything, and then we're going to have this bullshit overshadow people's actual creative output?
Yeah, and it's not to say like, oh, are you a child that you don't see this already? I know that music and art and things that you can create are all for profit. They're a product. They shouldn't be a product, but they are. Like a lot of things I've gotten into, photography and video, and I'm a musician for over 20 years. Those are all products. Can you sell this? What can you sell? What's your thing that you do? I'm like, well, I want to make a video. Well, what can you sell in the video? I'm like, well, fuck.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, well,
but like,
what can you sell?
It's still a give and take, because it is a product, but there's still a human being creating something and engaging with their
That-
audience.
But and I never, kid myself that it wasn't a product. Now
Yeah.
it's completely a machine-made product.
Yeah.
A computer ones and zeros product.
But like, you know what I'm saying? Like, but even though all this shit, it was always a for-profit product.
Yeah.
You'd watch a movie and you'd be like spellbound.
Yeah.
Right. You'd be immersed in it. You listen to a song. You read something. I remember reading like articles in magazines used to be great. You would occasionally read like a decent article online. Now most of it is like, this is generative AI. This article like makes no sense. It's just and it's filling up your timeline.
Yeah.
With just like pointless content, which is in essence pornography. It is completely vapid, empty content.
Well,
It's actually worse than pornography because you can't jack off to it.
Yeah. There's certain ways that, I can't say I'm completely against the AI or whatever because I've used it for some
No,
things,
I mean
but
it can be useful, but like
I used it as like a tool.
creating, because they also have AI actors, and it's like this technology should not be in the hands of the people who own it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like they should be kept as far away from anything as possible. Like Sam Altman should be locked in a cage 30 miles underground and never be allowed to show the light of day. The only thing, these people have like no creative ideas. They're just like, these people are in essence machines. And they just think, oh, what if everything was like a machine and everything was like optimized? And da-da-da-da. It's like, no, there has to be like a level of humanity to this shit. And you can use it. It can be useful, but it's like replacing artists with it. It's like, you're tricking people. You're just scamming everyone. The point of music is not for you to make money. You can make money as like not an afterthought, but as part of the process.
Yeah.
The company makes money, the artist makes money, but it exists in and of itself for human beings to create art. You know.
Oh, then there's I don't know, and then there's ways you can take it and use it, but it's like it's not it's like I don't know, in addition to something or like using it as like a tool, as if you would use a program.
Yeah.
But you don't use it for the creative side of things. Like for like recently, I'm starting to like for clips for the show here or for like my Tontrix podcast. I'm like, okay, there's a function on Final Cut which is cool about how to like caption. It captures the text, and there's fuck ups in there, but I can go and edit it. So the human goes and I fix it, and then I change it. For the podcast, this one here, the art for years was like art that my buddy Kyle.
He did AI. Yeah,
he used AI.
We're going on this AI rant, like originally.
And I was like, man, I fucking hate it. Oh shit. So I was like, eventually I want to draw something. I'll do that. I'll work on it probably in a couple of years. Who knows? But I was like, so let's just change it to you and I. And I'm like, actually like the way the
looks sick.
The font
like it,
looks cleaner, better. Let's throw our mugs on there. And then I'm like, well, I know how to use a fucking camera. I know how to use Photoshop somewhat. Let's make a logo. Here we go. Done. I did it. Here you go. Not a computer. So that or whatever. But it's like just using it like a little bit, like like the text on the caption. I'm like, I still went through and I proofread it and changed it or whatever.
Yeah.
Whereas like just having it do it itself, and it's like, oh well, it's going to get smarter and better. I'm like, well, no, it'll still not do exactly what I want. So for my final product or what I want to create, but some people just like, fuck it, I don't know how to do it, and then like that the music one pisses me off because it's just like, you don't know how to create music. Not you, one doesn't know how to create music who uses AI. I'm like, but you're still like, look, I got 1 million views, I got like 10 million plays on my YouTube. I'm like.
The problem is like the kind of person who's going to use a lot of this stuff is not the kind of person who knows how to make anything. Like part of the process of making music is like being frustrated, being stuck, and finding ways around that. Yeah. And then for them, it's just like, I remember a while ago, somebody made an AI video of Dave Chappelle talking about how certain AIs were better, like certain, like OpenAI was better than Claude or something. Yeah. And it was and he's like, oh, we can make personalized jokes. And it's like, it doesn't exist for like, you don't want, everyone gets their own special little thing. It's like you come together and enjoy it with other people. That's one of the things that brings people together is like talking about music. Yeah. Talking about sports, talking about comedians and like comedy and movies and that brings you together. So it's like this weird fixation on basically making people into like babies.
Yeah.
Who everything is tailored for them, but they're also isolated by that.
Yeah.
It isolates them as they're completely dominated by whatever whims they feel in the moment, and they don't go along with anything. Sometimes it's like when things aren't made for you and you can find a way to appreciate them, that is awesome a lot of the time.
Yeah.
You know, some of your friends get you into something.
Yeah.
That's part of the joy of like getting, I got my friend into basketball.
Yeah.
Oh, I got my friend into movies. I got my friend into this. It's fucking awesome.
Yeah.
And they're trying to like remove that from like the human experience. Not even they're not trying to. It's just that's what's gonna happen.
Yeah.
It feels like.
But I do kind of want to, maybe we'll circle around to AI in a second here, but about the gym, talking about 24-hour fitness. We met up to like work out the other day. You had a dip. You weren't feeling well.
I had like a sinus infection or something.
Yeah.
I just woke up and I was like, ooh.
I'm
I tried to do squats and I was like, no, this is a bad idea.
I'm like, I'm gonna pass out. But I'm like, oh, okay, cool. Yeah, no, I'll finish a workout or whatever. And then it turns out like you can't leave me alone at a gym.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding. But there was like, so I was just doing like leg lifts. Is that what that is?
Yeah, leg extension.
Leg extension, that machine. And then some guy came up to me. I had, AirPods in, and I was like, okay. Some guy is like, he came up to me like, hey man, have you ever heard of like all in my face? I'm like, I had to stop the music, and I was like, first I thought it was like, oh, he's probably a fan of my band. He probably said, like, or it's just like a dickhead.
Yeah.
But no, and then I thought like, oh yeah, Eddie's. I'm a good bass player. I only fuck up my back reps, one out of every 3 shows.
Yeah.
The oohs and ahs. I'm like, fuck, it was supposed to be an ah.
Damn. The ahs and oohs.
Yeah. And then, then I was like, really, I was thinking he was going to talk about the band shirt I was wearing.
Yeah.
Like, oh, you like this band? Have you ever seen? Because it was like, it's a pop punk band. Shout out, Buddy's Hardly Human. But it was like Skulls. Or
I've seen you wear that shirt a bunch.
I like the shirt. It's pretty cool. I like the band a lot too. But it's like, it looks like a heavy metal kind of thing.
Yeah.
Death. What? Because they're skulls. Anyways, so at first I was like, oh, I thought he was like, oh, you heard of this band or blah, blah, blah. Or he was familiar with the band. It was like, oh, my buddy's in that. Have you heard of this? And then I was like, I had to stop like, oh, excuse me? What'd you say? Not like, what the fuck? It was kind of like, I didn't hear what you said. And then he wrote it down for me to like, he's like, oh, you could really hurt yourself. You should look into this. And so now I'm going to read it. I could be sarcoplasmic hypertrophy. Myofibrillar hypertrophy. So you get any of that? No. Imagine that fast while you're listening to music. This guy, he's like, oh, da, da, da. He's like, you're gonna really hurt yourself if you do that. My buddy blew out his knee doing that. So look these up. You'll be fine.
Yeah, just like giving you no actual input. Like literally at that point, just tell them what to do.
Exactly. Well, and then he said
literally tell you, don't do that, do something else.
I took a photo. That's what I'm looking at. A photo on my phone. I Googled it. There was no info. One is
one is muscle toning, and then one is bulking.
Well, sarcoplasmic hypertrophy, whatever, is where you do more reps with lighter weight.
Yeah.
I always thought that was for like toning. That you actually build bigger muscle, but not stronger. Which doesn't sound bad. And then the other one, the myofibrillar hypertrophy, whatever. People are like, you can't speak, Brian.
No, that's a hard one.
Yeah.
That's a weird one to run up on someone and just give them a riddle to unfurl.
It's like, yeah, he didn't tell me anything. So what was I doing wrong? So, and then the other one is heavyweight, low reps.
Mm-hmm.
That's where you build stronger muscles.
Yeah.
I always thought it was the other way. You go heavyweight, low reps to build bigger muscles, but it's actually the opposite. It's the science behind it.
Well, I thought heavyweight, low reps build strength, and also I thought it built bulk.
No, the other one builds
so
bulk.
It doesn't do anything physically?
I mean, it does, but the other way you build your muscles bigger.
More like vanity.
Yeah, it's
muscles.
bigger, but they're weaker. Which I'm like, oh, I guess that's a thing. To me, I'm like, which one is bad? Neither one of them's bad. You still burn calories.
Yeah, he told you be careful, and then he gave you 2 options,
and neither one of them.
Neither one of them seems.
I
to be
even
bad.
looked at both of those to say leg extension, knee injury. Neither one of them had results.
Yeah.
And then I looked at him like, well, I'll
ask my friend Jack because I just you got to find like a go-to guy.
Uh-huh.
And like your go-to guy is me, and
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I don't really know.
Because I was texting you, I'm like, which one's bad? Oh, neither one of them. And then I'm like, well, which one should I do? I don't know.
Yeah.
Because you don't want to be like, hey, Brian, go for this. And then I blow up.
Yeah,
my knee.
I like get you all fucked up.
Also, I'm like, I was doing 120 pounds. That's not a lot of weight.
How much? No, it's not crazy amount. I mean,
like I at one point, like I was 270 pounds.
Yeah.
Like while doing this,
I don't know if there's like a problem with the form. I guess
in May I was 270 pounds. I was walking around with double that weight every day.
There's a few guys I guess you should probably look up on YouTube, but it also feels overwhelming to be like, all right, what is useful information and who is just some guy
who's
gonna get you all fucked up. My friend showed me there's one behind the neck delts. So you're doing an overhead press, but instead of like it going like this, you're going sorry. I'm trying to do it. You're going behind your neck.
Yeah. And
we were doing it, and the guy came up to us at the gym.
Yeah.
Well, he came up to me because Jeffrey hit. So the same kind of
maybe
same
same
thing happened.
cocksucker.
No, it's not. The same thing happened. To you that happened to me that happened to you. Jeffrey had gone, and Jeffrey's like, Jack.
He's going to get water.
Yeah. And then the guy comes up to me. He's like, man, you're gonna fuck your neck up, man. He's not even that buff. And I was like, oh, okay. And then Jeffrey comes over and he's like, no, that's been debunked.
Yeah.
And then we just go back to fucking cranking out behind the neck delts. But because it's just like also, I mean, like, look, let's be real. Like, how buff are you?
Yeah.
Am I gonna listen to you? No. No, dude, shut up.
The guy was like like I said,
if he had been incredibly jacked and came up to you and told you what to do, you'd have been like, oh, 100%.
Yeah.
You're just a regular ass guy.
He wasn't like, like jacked where it's like, but he was tall. So, basically what I'm saying, I want to suck his dick.
Yeah, he was hot.
He was hot.
He was tall.
Whenever a guy gives someone advice, they're like, that's why they do it to chicks all the time. Every chick is like, oh man, I want to suck that dick. It works because to me,
giving him advice.
It's like, oh, you should, because I saw that a couple times too at this gym, whereas like some guy, older dude, was just going up to like a couple different chicks back and forth. It's like, and like, oh, you should straighten out your back. I'm like, man, what a different guy.
But an older guy, you're going to get away with that because women are, I feel like in general, women are kind of on guard a lot when there's men around for like, some valid reasons.
Yeah.
But then like an old man, they're like, oh, okay. Oh, he's harmless.
Yeah. But to me, I'm like, I saw that. I'm like, oh, well, he probably is like, well, also he probably thought like, because he gave me those, like I said, took a photo of those like terms. He probably thought he was like, oh, I'm cracking an egg of knowledge on this guy's head. I'm helping this guy out.
But he didn't give you any direction.
But in his head, he thinks, oh, I just saved that guy's life.
Yeah.
He's probably like going home. Like, it was also
you have to like have very specific directions.
Well, it's also like you said, a riddle. I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Am I supposed to do?
He's just throwing big words at you. You have to give very specific directions when it comes to physical activity.
Yeah.
Because it's just like, just show them exactly what to do, the proper form. Once you have the proper form locked in.
Yeah. It's also know your audience. Like for me too, it's like, let's say, for example, let's say, which you could, you want, let's say you wanted to use one of my cameras for your show. Mm-hmm. You wanted to record it. I didn't need to be there. Okay, cool. If I wanted to be like, hey, Austin, make sure you set the base ISO set to S-Log3 and then get your frame rate, double what your shutter speed is, blah, blah, blah. And you're like,
yeah.
I would be like, here's turn it on and push the red button.
Yeah.
And you're going to be fine.
You got to make it even. Yeah, you got to make it simple.
If you wanted to learn more, then we layer it on. Don't need to just like give me terms. What the fuck does that do for me? Also, the whole like working out thing, I not just saying as a fatty, but it's just like, I don't want to get nerdy about it. I just want to do it. I want to like lose some weight at my own pace and get, a little bit. I don't care about getting stronger. I guess stronger legs, arms, I don't really care about. I want bigger arms.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, can you move anything? No.
No, they just look
I
good.
want, yeah, hell yeah.
No, I mean
want my chest to
you'll
be big.
naturally get like stronger. It's just like you might not get insanely stronger, but
Well, I think there might be a thing to that too. Who knows? Or I could just be thinking about it too. It's like I've helped. It was like a friend of a friend move because I have a truck. So yay!
yeah, everyone asks you.
Oh, can I give you a? We can have some beers. Oh, cool. So I can be buzzed and drive home. Sick.
Yeah, hell yeah.
And some pizza. Oh, hell yeah.
No, but the moving shit is really hard now for me. Like I used to like have no problem with it.
Yeah.
And I would like actually like to help people move, and now it's like, oh, this is hard.
Well, and not to, this is like, some things that I'm good at. I'm good at moving things.
Yeah,
because I did it. I did
That's
it.
such a. Well, what do you say is your greatest skill? It's like moving shit.
Mm-hmm. Like I moved furniture for 2 decades. Damn well.
Mhm.
I moved boxes for 2. Like that was a job of mine.
Yeah,
And it was like could be boxes of things that like, oh, it's 20 pounds. It's 60 pounds. So
Yeah.
some people just don't know how to pick up a box.
Yeah.
And then like I helped these people move, and this guy, he was like, we're not really a homie of mine. It's like a friend of my drummers or whatever. And so I just met him that day. And then he just didn't know how to pick anything up. It was watching him like pick up like a coffee, like a side table. He just didn't know how to do it. But he was like jacked. He was like, because there's no handles on it. So he doesn't know how to pick it up. I'm like, yeah, you lift it from the side and you pick it up. Gravity wants to bring it down.
yeah.
So you do the opposite.
Wait, so he was like grasping.
Yeah. It'd be like this. He he couldn't pick this up. I'm like, okay, yeah, I know how to lift it. Like that
You
up.
get
Or
on-
like
if there's no handle, you get underneath
something like that. But it wasn't like he, and also it's like lifting too.
It'd be
with,
funny
like,
if he was like an alien and
Well,
he
it's
just
like how
tried to
you,
he
like-
tried to like shove it in his ass.
Yeah.
he was like so
tries
confused.
to sit on it.
He's
and
like, how do I lift it?
Mhm.
What's lifting?
grab it with his cheeks.
Yeah,
But it's like a thing too. It's like, okay, a better example would be, it's like picking things up by like you're bending at complete.
or going down with your knees.
Yeah, and then that is the thing too. It's like, oh well, this isn't like a deadlift. Well, there's no bar for me to deadlift.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, but you kind of use some of those, and then also if it were to be, let's say this bottle is like something you'd want to keep.
Maybe he was just trying to do it poorly so that he didn't have to
so
do
that
it.
he would do it.
It's that weaponized incompetence.
Yeah. Well, it's like, like this. That's so much more stress on your joints and your back than this, holding it close to your body.
Oh, okay.
It's like, to me, I've known how to do
That's
that.
funny. Somebody who just holds water like this.
Well, that's an
and
example.
then they go to drink and they're just like, how do I do
How do I do
it? What the fuck?
It's more of a visual joke for
Yeah.
the video, so subscribe on
So
YouTube.
you gotta follow. You gotta watch the YouTube for that particular joke.
That, and then also like furniture, like using a furniture dolly or like, the hand trucks.
Yeah,
I have known how to do it. It's like you could, move a refrigerator.
yeah.
It's actually pretty cool.
It's
Seeing people, one person like take a fridge off a truck. I'm like, wow,
yeah.
person's been doing it for a while.
Is
So it's
there,
like, to me,
do they have a ramp?
no, and I see it as like respect.
Yeah.
Game knows game.
Wow.
And then at my old job, there's a guy for like he delivered 2 houses furniture, and he, something that can be kind of a bitch. I don't know if you've done it like a lot is like moving mattresses.
Mm-hmm.
Like to me, I'm like I can manhandle one, but this guy had like a really good technique. He could do one hand on each mattress because the way he held it and like lifted it and leaned it against his body, and he could walk like not farmer's carry, but like put it on his shoulder. One mattress on a shoulder, other mattress on another shoulder.
Wow.
'Cause
mattresses are the hardest because they're floppy.
Yeah, and he knows what he's doing.
That's pretty crazy.
To me, I'm like, hell yeah. Again, respect. And then, so anyways, so I don't know where I got on that. But yeah, I don't think it's completely that. It's just people maybe don't know how certain like practical lifting techniques.
Yeah.
Whereas like in the gym, like actual like a deadlift, I don't know how to do that safely.
Oh, deadlifts are. Yeah, don't do deadlift. Deadlift is like a tough one. It's easy to fuck your back up.
Uh-huh.
And
I
wish I had like another kind of like more experienced seasoned gym buddy. No, I mean nothing wrong.
I wish I had like a friend who was like worth a damn.
I wish I had a more handsome. No, no. But like this is like what I was before because I don't really know all this shit.
Yeah.
And I just when I was working out with my friend Jeffrey for a long time, I didn't write all the shit we were doing down.
Yeah, because you're like, oh,
so I just forgot about. I just was like, oh, he'll just show up and tell me what to do.
Uh-huh.
And so a lot of it's just kind of intuitive, but then there's a lot of things that I'm like, I'm kind of worried about that.
Yeah.
Like my back's been kind of sore for a while.
Yeah.
And, you know.
A lot of things I'm starting from like pretty much zero. So I know if I do anything, it's going to be good.
It's going to be net positive.
Yeah. Like my legs are completely weak.
Yeah.
Like we were the machine that, you lay down. So it's like a squat or whatever. You're pushing
The
your
leg press
thing. We were there and then we did a couple sets together, and then we got to a point where we put like just the 245s on there, which to me, I'm like, I was gassed.
Yeah.
And then there was the same machine next to us, and I was like, get a load of this older woman.
Oh, she was stacking them on there.
Oh, you were kind of like, oh, she's gonna get crushed.
Yeah,
because she was with a trainer.
But
the
she
trainer
only-
should have
but-
known better.
No, she was fine, but I think
she was. That was
she
a-
didn't go down that far. That's the thing. I see people doing a lot of weight, but they're not going down that far.
Yeah.
And then they have somebody there, and there's also on the leg press they have two different like. Let's say levers, but like when you set the weight up, there's a bar you turn out to kind of let it down. There's like one set of levers to like latch onto. Then there's a low one for like emergencies.
Yeah,
that you can latch onto.
But it was just funny. She was doing like double the weight I was.
Yeah,
more than double the weight. I'm like, damn.
I mean, you could probably do that weight.
It's just not like
you probably could. You only do like you only do a couple of reps.
But I've been working out for maybe about a month now. Only once a week. I'm trying to go more. Hey, sue me.
No, it's hard. It's
but
hard.
hey, once a week. But I've noticed just in my legs doing any workout like that, I've noticed that I'm like, oh, I can feel not like definition, but like, oh, they're when they've repaired the muscle. I'm like, oh, dude, the fucking hell,
dude. There's one old lady at one of the gyms I go to, and she's so loud. She's like, oh, and I was like, fucking shut up,
shut up, you dumb broad.
No, because she also just some people just come off as kind of like gross.
Yeah, yeah.
And she's kind of rude.
Yeah,
she's like, are you done? Can I have this? And I don't know. She's like, oh, that's not a good lady impression. But she just is so loud when she's like, oh, like she almost like grunts like she's clearing her throat.
Yeah.
Do you remember that one Mad TV character?
Yeah.
Yeah. The lady Mo. What was her name? Mo something.
Ginsburg.
Yeah, Mo Ginsburg. Then the notorious Mo Ginsburg.
But
it sounds like she's clearing her throat all the time, and it's so nasty. And I'm just like, can you just go? I just want you on the other side of the gym from me.
Yeah, well, that's like working out and stuff like that. And then this kind of goes wrapping around, so full circle here with the AI stuff, right?
Yeah.
There's an Instagram account that I started following that I think about all this like shit about like rules and being nerdy and homework about lifting weights and working out and fitness and trying to diet and nutrition, all that stuff like that. This fits, like, they found me. They really found me.
Yeah.
So it is giving me fitness lifting advice and things like that, like I said, but in a way that I can digest.
Oh, really?
The way that it's presented to the Instagram follower is through Goku. AI voice.
What?
Who sounds a lot like the Funimation or the Crunchyroll dubbed Goku.
Yeah.
So the English
That's
actor.
Funimation.
Yeah. And then Funimation actually acquired by Crunchyroll. Yay. But that is so perfect because it's useful advice talking about training to failure, make sure you're eating properly, and it's like, oh, some people want to achieve this through whatever, but it's like, oh, taking creatine but not too much, taking this amount of calories in, calories out, resting and and then this type of training. I'm like, follow.
Yeah.
I watched like 10 videos in a row. I'm like, these are all, I understand things now. And then even comments were like, this is probably
perfect.
one of the best fucking accounts.
Honestly, send that to me.
Yeah, it's like
that's what AI should be for.
Yeah, exactly. So as much as I hate AI, I love that.
Yeah.
It's just like, to train to this and make sure you're resting and and setting up your routine and And I'm like, it's easily digestible, minute long or whatever reels, and like doesn't clog up your feed. It's like maybe once a week or whatever. I'm like, yeah, this deserves millions of followers.
Yeah, 100%. That's
and
brilliant.
All of the comments are like, wow, I actually learned something, and like I'm, sticking with this because of Goku. Like, imagine the world's strongest like being telling you how to work out.
No, that's sick, dude.
And I'm like, I'm a fucking idiot, but I love it. I'll send it to you. I mean, maybe I'll put the thing on the screen too.
Yeah. 3 to 5 grams of creatine daily. Creatine helps regenerate ATP in your muscles, which is the main energy source during workouts, improving strength and explosiveness during exercise and enhancing recovery.
That's why they should have like an AI Sailor Moon teach guys how to eat pussy.
Yeah.
That would rule, dude.
But yeah, that is one that I'm like, wow, what a world we live in. I love that.
Yeah,
that I like.
That's actually dope.
but
that's like one for like 1,000.
A bunch of stupid shit. But yeah,
a bunch of rainforests had to die for you to get jacked.
For Goku to tell me how to lift weights.
Yeah.
But on that note, the positive note, let's end it in.
All right,
let's bring it in.
Thanks for listening to the episode, guys. Please rate us 5 stars on Spotify. If you don't, we're gonna send AI Goku after you.
Yeah.
Please like and subscribe on the YouTube. We're putting out more clips, so also follow me and Brian, but me more importantly on Instagram.
Oh yeah.
No, if we follow us on Instagram, I'm at Austin_train. We're gonna put out more clips.
Mm-hmm.
And then what's your Instagram handle, Brian?
I think it's Brian Gower HC or really follow Austin.
So follow Brian at Big Gay Guy. Big Gay Guy HC.
Super Saiyan Gay Guy.
Super Gay.
Hell yeah.
All right. Bye.
See ya, boy.